What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're having a great one today. As always, as you should be able to tell from looking at it, we're taking a look at Groot from I Am Groot on Disney Plus. Now, this did come in the usual Sideshow brown shipper, but as I mentioned, I'm a little bit lazy. I didn't open it right away. It got left in the snow when it was delivered. So the brown shipper, not in the best of shape. What I've learned is UPS sometimes likes to demonstrate the waterproofness of these products. So they'll just kind of give you a little example by letting it sit in the snow. At least that's what I tell myself. Yeah. Apparently my table was dirty. So the box itself, pretty dang simple and straightforward. Really nothing too much to it. This is the deluxe edition. There is a standard version where you just get this guy, but with the deluxe you get a set of PJs, and then you get that little fella there. So I am pretty dang excited about this guy. Now the box is pretty massive, hence why we are doing it in front of the brick instead of the light box. But I figured this might be a little bit easier of a way to kind of get into everything. And you do get a ton of stuff, starting with this, which is adorable. So if you have watched the I Am Groot animated series, which I highly recommend, they're like 6-minute episodes. It's just stupid fun. It reminds me of the old, oh, that's cool. It reminds me of the old like Looney Tunes cartoons and stuff like that from back in the day. So I thought it was pretty neat. Interesting, all of this is backwards. Not quite sure why, but that's kind of fun. But in any event, one of the episodes, he draws this picture and almost burns the ship down. And yeah, there it is. So that's pretty darn cool. I like that. I knew that came with this fella, but I was honestly thinking it was going to be more of like a smaller size for the actual 6-scale stuff. I'm kind of happy to be wrong about. Now, they packaged this pretty interestingly. So here's the set of pajamas for him. This is absolutely going on the figure. There's no possible way that I could leave these off. I honestly thought they were holiday pajamas, but those appear to be little mushroom things. So I don't really know what these are supposed to be, but they are adorable. And like I said, they are definitely going on the little fella. You also get... And this is just really weird that they packaged it this way. You get this guy. So one of the things that happens in one of the episodes, is he meets like a doppelganger of himself. That's like a clear, goopy ooze sort of thing. This is I basically have it blister packed, so it's almost like and I'm curious if they sell this at like any of the Hot Toys shops. It doesn't have a barcode or anything like that on it, but that's just super weird that they have it packaged this way. I'm actually going to leave it in this for now. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to display him. He is pretty cute. There you go. No articulation or anything, which is fine. Yeah, just kind of weird. Definitely throws me off a little bit. Like I said, the box itself, so the inside, you just have that, and then you had the blister on top of it with all of the more important goodies, which we will take a look at right now. So this, of course, will be the real main event of this. I do have the Venomized Groot, which was one of the other reasons that I kind of wanted this guy. I was thinking the symbiote stuff might have actually attached to the little clear dude, so I could have done something fun there, but after seeing it, not so confident that will happen. I will be able to put some of these green plant things on the Venomized one and vice versa, so that's kind of fun. Alright, I know you're not taped, you're just being rude. There we go. Once I get this fella off, should be easy going from there. Alright. Fingers crossed, at least. And we're just going to do this and we'll kind of go one at a time. So you get a lot of these little foliage accessories, which take a quick look at some of them. One of the episodes, he takes a bath, and once he puts some of this weird alien mud on him, he grows plants. So he gets super bushy, and he plays around with it and gives himself different hairstyles and a nice fancy mustache, even some fake muscles, a whole bunch of stuff. It's a really interesting material that they made these out of. I was thinking it was going to be like more of a hard plastic, but it's really quite rubbery, so it should slide onto him pretty dang easy. And there's a whole lot of them, so I'm assuming these guys would probably go on his arms. I mean, honestly, they try and just do a... I wonder if I can... These are moments where I kind of wish I had the light box handy, and maybe I'll even move it up there at some point. There's just so much. So honestly, I think they give you enough to cover this entire dude, which is pretty dang cool. So we'll kind of decorate him as we go. You can't not want to kiss that fella. So if you haven't seen one of these before, they've made a few different versions of them at this point. This one's pretty straightforward. I do like the differences in the face sculpts that they give you with this one, which is kind of nice. I am slightly concerned. I know some of the older, like the original Groot figures, the little plastic pegs in there wore down over time, at least for his leg. And these seem just kind of really... I don't know. I don't want to say fragile, but they're not necessarily as stiff as I would have expected them to be. Certainly not the end of the world by any means, but compared to a lot of other Hot Toys figures that have like super stiff joints, shoulders, not so much. You do even get a little bit of foot pivot there, which is fun. Honestly, the articulation on this thing is pretty dang impressive. Of course, when you do bend them in weird positions, you're going to get little separations there, but that's fine. One of the things that they typically will do, and you can kind of see it with the legs there, is you can pull them down to move them. That way you're not really rubbing the plastic against each other as you go, which is definitely nice. And as I mentioned, you can swap his face off. Sorry, buddy. So that just snaps off really nice and easy. Then you can put the alternate one on there. So fun little note, he's got a little sprout there, which is kind of cute. Hopefully getting it on will be simple. Yep. Alright, I'm going to hope that he will balance pretty well. So far, so good. He's probably going to tip over at some point because I have a tendency of doing that. But we'll take a look at some of the other goodies that he's got. So this is going to be for his torso. He's got a cute little plant tail. That's adorable. So you would probably, I don't think you would need to take his arms off. That might be why they actually feel so loose, is you might be able to pull them off to actually put them in there. We'll probably have to take a look at the instructions. Obviously, the head can come off and go right through there, and that would slip on the torso. You could probably get his arms through there, kind of like putting on a normal shirt for most figures, where you just have them upright and go on through. But you might also be able to just pull them off and attach. So we'll kind of take a look at the instructions in just a moment. Let's see if I can get a little bit of detail there. So this should be one of his fun little headpieces. Now, one thing I worry about with this one is it is very, very hefty. I don't know if there's a particular reason that they have it set like that. Maybe just to save space, or that might have been the mold. I'm genuinely kind of worried, though. Like, okay, it's not heavier than the figure, but there's definitely a lot of weight to this. We'll see if we can get it on real quick. Okay, so just because this is very easy, I am a little worried about that guy. wonder if I could take that off. Just kind of worried that the sprout's gonna bend or snap if you keep moving different hair around. It does not want to move. You probably could take it out, but it's in there really snug, so I'm going to assume it's supposed to stay there. This might also be one of those moments where it's good to check the instructions. I don't think there's any. Actually, I wonder. Curious if that's what one of those little openings there is for. Worst case scenario, I break it. That is a snug fit. I have a feeling that's not correct. All right, we're going to plop that back there and do some instruction looking at some point, because I feel like that's the safe bet. You do also get a nice little Elvis pompadour. Again, a little weight to that, which does honestly kind of worry me. You get an extra little sprout here, which almost makes me think that the one should be removable. I gotta feel like it could be if you've got an extra one there. Again, instructions will come in handy, so we'll probably have to take a look at those in just a bit. Now you do get a couple other goodies, which I will pull out super fast, hopefully. All right, so I can confirm that you are supposed to remove his arms because he has separate beefy muscle green arms here that have their own little pegs. So that makes that kind of easy. Mystery solved in that regard. This would pretty much just be a little torso attachment. That's kind of, guessing it's to go around when you give him the buffed up arms. That way he looks a little bit more burly. I feel like that'll be another one that I have to take a look at the instructions for. Now there are a couple things that I am very interested to see how they work. So he's got, in the bath episode, he has cucumber slices that he puts over his eyeballs. It looks like you just kind of push them into place. So that's foam in there. It's not like a magnet or anything. So I'm assuming that for the most part, okay, I lied. There is a magnet behind that foam because they just plop right on there. So bravo, Sideshow. Sideshow and Hot Toys really do some wonderful stuff at times. I like that. All right, so that does give me hope that the other fun accessory, which I can already see the magnet on it, so I guess that answers that question. But you get a cool mustache. Oh. Is this face not magnetic? That's going to be sad. I don't think this faceplate's magnetic. At least not for the mustache. Bummer. Fortunately, he's got several others. So you do get two other faceplates for him. One of them is going to have to let you put the mustache on, right? Nope. There you go. Oh, he's so cute. They did a great job with him. And if that one doesn't work, I feel like this one definitely will do the job. Get the angry version. All right, good. It goes on the angry one. So if you want to... There you go. That's freaking great. I love that. Yeah, this is amazing. Now you do... Another answer to my questions. I should sometimes just pull stuff out of the box before I wonder things. Okay, so that sprout's definitely removable because you get a whole pack of different ones. So you'll probably want to pull that out anytime you put on one of the little plant wigs. Definitely gives you some different options for his head, which is fun. I got to be honest, I love this thing. This thing is great. It's really such an obscure... it's like an acquired taste. Not everybody's going to like it. It's the Dr. Pepper of the Hot Toys world. But for people that are interested, this guy is absolutely amazing. I'm pretty dang happy with him. You can get the standard version. You don't get that weird little clear guy or the pajamas. The pajamas are the best part for me, so I am excited about it. We'll kind of put his arms back where they should be. And that'll do it for this one. So we'll see you next time.